What the heck? A tripod? How did this get in here? I don't need that. All right, well, I don't hate tripods, but I don't use them as much as other landscape photographers do. But that's a whole nother story. In this video, we're gonna talk about what's in my camera bag. Now, if you watched a camera bag video, you find that a lot of people have the similar setup. They'll have like standard camera with a wide angle lens, and then like 85mm for portraits and stuff. And that's great for them, but I have a lot of niches here in Alaska. We have northern lights, we have wildlife, we have amazing landscapes, and then you need a drone for certain things. So I'm going to show you everything I have in my setup, starting with what's on my shoulder here. And this is the Canon R6. I have the Rode NTG microphone on it with a wind mic, and the lens that I have on this here is the 15-35. We have a Freewell mist variable ND filter on here, 2 to 5 stops. So that's really nice for like diffused light. And then I have an L bracket on here and the Peak Design clip for the capture clip up here on my shoulder. Now I use this camera setup for run and gun vlogging, landscape photography, and northern lights. This is just a really, really good setup all together. And honestly, most of the time it stays just like this. Just like this camera here. Let's put this down for a second. On my camera strap over my shoulder is the Canon R5 with the 100-500 lens on it. Obviously this is a wildlife lens. I shoot a lot of wildlife, but this camera setup is also really amazing for just taking photos of mountains. Like you're in Alaska, you'll see a lot of cool mountains. Oh, let's just zoom in, turn the camera on. So I want to take a photo of a mountain. There we go. I just took a photo of a mountain. It looks pretty cool. It's not like the most epic thing, but it's just really nice to be able to capture things at 500mm or anywhere. Another thing I really like to do with this is like between like 300 and 400mm. If I'm standing in front somewhere a little further away and then there's a nice background, the background is super zoomed in and kind of looks really nice with a nice long lens. On top of this camera, I have in the hot shoe, I have the Insta360 1X2. Now, this thing is, I'm just starting out this experiment. I'm gonna use this for behind the scenes footage for YouTube and Instagram Reels. I think it's gonna work out really good. I've already used it once. Great thing about 360 is you just hit record and you can worry about capturing later. If I'm photographing bears, I can record with the 360 camera, my reaction, what I'm doing, and then also what the bear's doing at the same time. So it looks pretty cool to be able to get that and not worry about the framing until later when you get more time on the computer. Now I have more stuff in my camera bag, but at the end of the video, I'm gonna leave you guys with another video showing you my everyday carry for Alaska, and it shows everything that's kind of on my camera bag. That goes a lot more in depth, because obviously you see some bear spray here, Garmin InReach. I should have started things off with saying this camera bag is the Shimoda Action X50 V2, and this is just a fairly new camera bag for me, and I love it. I love the yellow color, it stands out. This thing holds all the camera gear I'm going to show you in here, plus it also holds some other stuff up here, and it fits on an airline. So that is a major plus. So let's see what we got in here. Let's continue with some lenses. First lens that I'm going to show you guys is this. This is the Sigma 24-70 f2.8. This lens is absolutely great for landscape photography, and also if you're shooting like a bunch of friends, like 3 or 4 friends in a photo or families in a photo. I put it to f4 and it seems everyone seems to be in focus, and it's just really nice variable focal length lens that I don't use it the most, but it is absolutely great for landscape and portrait photography. And this here is the 50mm f1.2. This thing is amazing for portraits. It's amazing with low light. It's amazing for details and getting a close-up footage of everything. So this lens is usually with me at all times, just in case I want to photograph my family and stuff. We always are out doing something together. So that's that. One more lens in this bag, the 70-200. Now this 70, dang, this freaking rock is freaking sharp. This 70-200 is honestly a placeholder in my camera bag right now, because the 100-500 covers almost everything this does. The only thing you're getting more out of the 7200 is f2.8 if you need it for low light. You're getting 70 to 100 millimeter focal length, which you're not getting with the 100 to 500. It's great for portraits and whatnot, but honestly, when I travel, it's so heavy and I don't need to bring 2 mega zoom lenses. So I usually will just bring the 100 to 500 and be good with that. So this lens, not a must. It is good. I love this lens. It actually was like my favorite lens for the longest time, but that 100 to 500 has really kind of taken over my photography. For some reason, this is what I'm known for in my town as the drone guy. So one of the drones, there's another drone in here. I'll show you that in a little bit. One of the drones here is the Mavic 3 Pro, and it fits in here pretty good. I love this drone because it's got the wide angle 3x and the 7x zoom, 40-minute flight time. It is it's a really awesome drone. I love it. And I don't care what DJI releases next. I'm not going to get a new drone, a camera drone like this anyway, for a very long time because they're all redundant. This thing's great. I don't need anything newer. And then some other things that I have in this section of my camera bag is this blower to clean off your lens. I got a top handle for my R6 if I want to do some low angle stuff. More ND filters in here. DJI Mavic 3 ND filters and DJI Avata ND filters. I also can fit the Osmo Pocket 3 in here. I have a phone mount that I could put if I don't want to use the Insta360. I put that on there. I have this little carrying cable management case. I got SD cards on one side, and I have some batteries in the other side. So really great little pack. Carries 6 extra batteries, 2 in the camera, so 8 total. I got 4 more 4 more SD cards in here. So batteries for the drone. I have another DJI wireless mic. So I got the Rode NTG mic, then I got the DJI Wireless 1 setup, and then the Pocket 3 comes with the DJI Mic 2. That's a lot of audio equipment. One of the things I've always struggled with on my YouTube channel is audio. And for some reason I have clips that just don't have audio on them. I forget to plug the mic in, I forget to change the levels. I don't know. In the back here is this laptop sleeve. In here I have the Mavic 3 Pro Smart Controller. And there is another laptop sleeve in the back. I'll show you that in a minute here. At the end of this video, I'm gonna show you how I put my laptop and how I manage my cables, because it's really clean setup for when I'm traveling. I don't need it for where I live in town, so I don't bring my laptop everywhere. Some lights. I got a Lume Cube. I have another soft light. And when I'm hiking at nighttime, it's starting to get more daylight, so I don't have a headlamp in here. But usually I have a headlamp in here too. So that's a nice little pocket there. Looks really clean. And then we will, I don't have anything on this side right now. Don't really have a use for anything over here either. Probably wondering what the heck this thing is. This is new. I'm gonna make a video on it later. It's basically for wildlife. It's a gimbal head on for a top of a tripod, but it's on this disc, so you can put it flat on the ground, lay down, shoot some really smooth video with longer lenses like that 100 to 500 there, or the 600, or the 400 2.8. So there's some great options. In here, I don't have anything except the flashlight. This is where I put my laptop and some extra things that I might need, like more batteries or more SD cards. I'll show you that later, like I said. So let's zip this up. This is why I bought the camera bag. All that fits great, but when I got the DJI Avata, I didn't know where to bring it, whether I should put it in another bag, take stuff out. But this is an awesome, awesome spot. You have quick access here, which is what I usually do, but I'm gonna zip this back up and show you that this camera bag has a roll top. And basically, you just go like this. You have all this access here. All this access. You could put clothes. Avata. I got the Avata in here. I love my Avata. I hate it, but I love it at the same time. I love FPV flying. It's like my new favorite thing besides photographing bears. I also have this Insta360 Go 3 for some more point of view stuff. I usually will put it on like this hat clip here. I'll put it on the hat clip, put the 360 pod there, and it's good for some point of view stuff. Got some really cool footage last year with the plane landing with the bears next to it. So there's that. We're gonna roll this down, and then we are going to zip tie or not zip tie, but buckle this here. And as you can see, this camera bag is not only really aesthetic, but it is clean. It feels really, really good. And I think it's everything inside of my camera bag that I bring. If I was coming to Alaska, if I were you guys coming to Alaska and you wanted to travel lighter and not bring all this stuff, one must is your wildlife lens. Canon 100-500, super lightweight. As you can see, one hand I can hold it. I'm not saying I'm always gonna shoot with one hand, but really light setup. I love it. Covers a lot. You'd be surprised how much you can capture with just this lens alone in Alaska. If I only could bring one more lens and camera, it would be the 15-35 with the Canon R6. Now, it doesn't have to be R6, or it could be Sony or whatever it is. If I was only bringing two things and wanted to be light, 15-35 wide angle covers landscape, northern lights. 100-500 covers more landscape and some wildlife. And to my tripod that I do absolutely like, actually, I was just joking earlier. This tripod is the Small Rig carbon fiber. It is some weird model number, but this thing is absolutely really nice. Like, I'm just loving how light it is. It doesn't have a center column, so you can't raise it any higher than this. Like, this is how high it goes, so you can't raise it higher, but I love it for being able to get low to ground shots. Speaking of low to ground shots, I got this awesome photograph last winter, one of my favorite photographs of the northern lights with that reflection right there and that composition. Check that photo out. Bald eagle flying right there. There's another one. And that's why I keep my 100-500 on me. Bald eagles are like photographing seagulls to most people, but I do appreciate some bald eagles. There's actually a lot that just came over here. I don't know if something's going on. I'm gonna bring you back to my house. I'm going to show you guys how I pack my laptop and the cable management system. It is a really, really awesome thing. Everything I have will have a link in the description. If you purchase anything, we're walking under the bridge. If you purchase anything inside the link there, it does help me out just a little bit. So I definitely would appreciate that, but you don't have to. Oh, here's the eagles there. They're just sitting there in a tree, and the lighting is pretty bad. So I'm not too worried about them. All this talk about me hating tripods, and I got it set up on a tripod for a photo right now. Look at me, guys. This is essentially what the composition looks like lined up, but I'm shooting a longer exposure on this tripod here. And yeah, looks pretty good. I wish the clouds were a little better. Let's shoot it at 35. Yeah, actually I like 35. Let's move it a little bit. What do we think of this composition? The dog got in it. While I was recording this time lapse, I was showing you guys with my phone how I can get up to bald eagles and they just don't care about me. And then I noticed my dog picking at something. Check out what I just found. I told you these bald eagles are just everywhere here. What the heck? Sniper? What is in here? Hey, get away from it. Come here, sniper. Oh my goodness. Whoa. Buddy. Good job. Hi, buddy. Wow. Well, how cool was that? Seeing that ermine right at the end. My dog found it, and unfortunately I didn't get any good photos or videos. The thing was not very cooperative, and the only photo I got was out of focus, unfortunately. So that's what happens, but I got some cool footage on the phone that you saw. I promised you I'd show you how I pack up my camera bag, and let me just show you. I have this other storage container here by Think Tank, and this one is Cable Management 20 V2. That's what it's called. And in here, I can store all the wires I need for traveling with my laptop and the mouse and the USB hub. I could fit all that in here with the charger, so my wires aren't all over the place, and I can zip it up. On the back, there's another spot. What I put in here is just some extra propeller, or not propellers, extra thumbsticks for my drone. And yeah, it just makes everything really convenient for traveling. So I highly recommend you get some stuff to just be organized in your bag. The less loose stuff you have, the more organized you're gonna feel. You don't have to dig deep for anything. So I highly recommend this here. And then I just put my laptop in the laptop sleeve and we are good to go. Other than that, that's all I have in this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you're planning a trip to Alaska, definitely let me know in the comments below. I'd love to know where you're going and what you want to see. Maybe I can help you out a little bit. All right, well, that's everything inside of my camera bag that I recommend you bring to Alaska. If you want to know everything outside of my camera bag and essential everyday carry things you might need when you're here visiting, check out this video right here, and I dive deep into that. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.